Hey, this is actual Linker 101 here. And I know today is April Fool's Day, I know that, but I want to take time, sit down, and have an actual serious video. I need to just talk about this RaisorBlade situation, okay? So, please hear me out. Before you automatically dislike the video and stuff, just hear me out, please, alright? I'm gonna be actually honest here, okay? So, hear me out. Now, before we begin, I also want to say that I'm going unscripted for this because, A, I haven't done a video like this before, and 2, I just want to get this over with. Like, I cannot fully deal with RaisorBlade's fans, or honestly a lot of other people coming to my videos and leaving dislikes and comments. Like, I will admit, the videos where I did that thing to Bob's show and stuff, like, I will admit, I was actually way too harsh. Like, I admit that, and I've gotten rid of the video. I'm sorry for making that. I'm trying to move on from the situation. Anyways, let's begin with this. So first up, right out of the gate, I want to say I'm sorry, RaisorBlade and his fans, for a lot of the comments that I've said back to some of you guys and stuff, and I admit that they were immature, not thought out and stuff. Like, I'm starting to think of my arguments more in my comments that I post on YouTube videos before I post them, instead of just making claims that I'm going to do all these comments and stuff eventually and never do them. So I'm working on that for right now, at the very least. One of the main reasons I made a lot of those comments and stuff like that, especially in the Bob Show video I deleted, was because I didn't think before I said that. Like, I was just pissed off a lot because, like, I see so many people bash the Land Before Time movies a lot. And I get that not everyone likes them. Like, I get that completely. But the lengths people will go to try to make them look like some of the worst sequels of all time is just insulting at times, because in my opinion, the only bad Land Before Time sequel was 13. And that's saying something when even a majority of the Land Before Time fan base even agree it's the worst one. So, to hear people go out their ways to try to bash these movies and claim they're the worst things in existence when you actually have bad sequels like the Alpha and Omega sequels, for example, yeah, that's kind of unfair if you ask me. Quick side note, one of the main reasons I say the Alpha and Omega sequels are worse than Land Before Time sequels is that, unlike the Land Before Time sequels, the Alpha and Omega sequels, they fully treat their audience like they're 5-year-olds. Like, they do some of the most dumbest plots I've ever seen in a movie. And I know that plots in movies are subjective to audience, I get that. But in my opinion, one of the main reasons I'm able to like a lot of Land Before Time plots is that they have interesting ideas, they expand the world a bit better, and while not every song is a golden gem in the films, I will admit, some of them I feel add to the story pretty nicely. Like, for example, Toreno's song from Cold Stone of Fire, which is, in my opinion, a pretty decent movie, because it introduced the fan-favorite character Toreno, and it has some pretty talented voice acting. That's honestly more that could be said for the Alpha and Omega sequels. I mean, remember that time with they just had dinosaurs because dinosaurs, people? Like, come on. Anyways, my second point is that I personally do not like RaisorBlade. I really don't. Why? Because I've seen some of his videos, and I just look at them and go, you're just kind of taking this from people like Bob Show, who, I'll be honest, I only liked a few videos from him. Like, I liked his Nico video reviews, I liked nearly all of his Alpha and Omega stuff, and I even enjoyed his Cool Cat Saves the Kid video. But when I see your videos, RaisorBlade, and I see that you're referencing Bob Show a lot, I just look at them and go, you saw that Bob Show did these month-long videos on them, so you wanted to try to do that yourself. Like, come on, dude. You can be original without having to borrow stuff from other people. I know it's possible. And I know there's going to be people out that are like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm going to be frank with you. I hate it when people make this argument so freaking much. Why? Because it tries to block out all form of criticism that you have against someone. Let me just say this right here and now. Just because it's your opinion, if the information, facts, or portrayal of the film that you try to present to the table is either flawed, misinformed, or just straight up wrong, then it is a very flawed opinion. I am not going after people because they have an opinion on something. I honestly don't care if he doesn't like the Land Before Time sequels. But if whatever information you're presenting to have that opinion can be argued against, then buddy, fair game for me, honestly. Now, here's the thing, RaisorBlade. I actually really liked your Astro Boy review. I really did. It was not only one of the first videos I found of you, but I actually agree with a lot of your stuff because I too agree it's a very bad movie. I admit that. And I was able to enjoy that because of that. But the fact that you go out of your way to try to criticize a lot of things for being flawed or bad is just... it just irritates me at times, you know? Like, even when I saw your review on the first Land Before Time movie, I'm gonna be honest with you, I hated that you put that Dragon Ball fight thing during the part where Mama Longneck was fighting off Sharptooth and stuff. Because, like, what did that add to the video? That added nothing but needless padding. Look, I get that you like anime. I love anime myself, too. Fairy Tail is one of my favorite animes, for example. But the fact that it felt more like padding, again, than adding anything insightful to the video, that's... like, come on, dude. And I get that stuff like this there is supposed to be there for, like, entertainment purposes, but the reason I like people like Media Hunter is that he's able to portray his points very well while still being entertaining and using clips very sparingly and not fully dragged out. But it's not just your Land Before Time videos that I have a big problem with. Like, I also really do not like your Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom video, because a majority of the time you were not only repeating points that other people have already bashed the film like to death enough already, but a lot of your original quote-unquote points that you tried to present in the art video just felt like you just stretching to find reasons to hate the movie. Like, let me give you one example about what I mean. Like, so when you complain that the Indoraptor design looked bad, like, A, you don't really explain well why it looks bad and just says it. That's... has show and tell really that hard to do? And two, your claim of how they could have picked something from Jurassic World Evolution doesn't really hold up well. Why? Because not only did the game come out before the movie did, but if they did what you said they should have done, they would have to go back and redo all of the CGI animation that they worked so hard on doing for the Indoraptor. So your solution would probably not only cost them more money, but they would have to delay the film when it was specifically set for a blockbuster release. So I'm sorry, but as a company, they need to get it out on time. And again, a lot of your complaints felt like you just copy and pasting arguments from other content creators like Doug Walker and his review, which frankly was one of the worst reviews I've ever seen on his channel, up there with the Wall review. And if you want proof to show how flawed a lot of these people's complaints about the Jurassic movies are, you can check out in the link description below. I provide a link to a playlist of Shinobi03's response video to Doug Walker's Jurassic Park / World reviews. Especially check out the one from Fallen Kingdom, because sure, it may be long as frick, but I feel he does a great job debunking a lot of the BS that people have unfairly bashed Fallen Kingdom for, including a lot of the complaints you had about the film. And finally, we arrive at my last thing I want to address. Point number 3. Shinobi, if you're watching this, I get it, man. People are different on films. Like, not everyone's gonna like everything. Like, yesterday, for example, I just saw the Kong vs. Godzilla remake, and I thought it was one of the best movies I've seen all the year, up with something like Raya and the Last Dragon. But I know that there's gonna be critics out there that are gonna hate on it, either just to hate on it, or not understanding the film, or understanding why people like it. And frankly, that's fine. But if the information they present, again, is flawed or misleading to try to make the film look bad, then by all means we have our right to criticize it. Just because you're a critic does not mean you're free from criticism yourself, alright? Now, before we end this video off, again, I just want to say, RaisorBlade, I'm sorry for all the comments I've said without thought to them. I'm trying to grow up, I'm trying to learn, and I promise that from now on, when I make claims or comments in videos, I promise to do my best to back up my claims to the best of my abilities with information or links to where I found said information. So, please, to both you, RaisorBlade, and all your fans out there, please chill with the relentless attacks on my videos and stuff. Leave me alone. I'm trying to move on from the situation, and I promise to not make fully mean-spirited comments like those again. I promise. Anyways, thank you for watching this. I hope I was able to open your eyes up a little bit to have my thoughts on the situation, and I'm really hoping that people will eventually move on from this. Like, I'm starting to move on from this, and Razor and your fans, I hope you're able to move past this as well. Please try to stop posting these comments after I've made this, now that I've made this video, trying to explain myself and the problems I have with you. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you later.